Caitlin Clark versus Paige Bueckers, two of the biggest names in women's basketball, and tonight the spotlight was absolutely massive. The Dallas Wings came into Indiana ready for a fight, but the Fever had other plans. Indiana rallied in the second half and finished with a 98-87 victory over Dallas, and at the center of it all, Caitlin Clark, 29 points, 10 assists, and a fourth-quarter surge that completely changed the game. This matchup had everything. Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, two elite guards, two players who became household names before even reaching the WNBA. And this time, there was no slow start to the storyline. Dallas came out aggressive. The Wings actually led Indiana 37-35 at halftime. Paige Bueckers was cooking. She finished with 29 points, keeping Dallas in control for long stretches, but Indiana wasn't finished. Coming out of halftime, the Fever changed the energy. Clark started attacking, Indiana pushed the pace, and suddenly Dallas was under pressure. Clark finished with 29 points and 10 assists, matching Bueckers in scoring while controlling the game with her passing. And this is where the Fever's depth became a problem for Dallas. Every time the Wings tried to answer, Indiana had another response, a shot, a pass, a defensive stop, another possession. The game was turning. And then there's Sophie Cunningham. She has become one of Indiana's most recognizable personalities. But on this night, the story wasn't just about the noise surrounding her. It was about basketball. Cunningham's physical style and confidence have made her an important part of Indiana's identity. And with the Fever fighting for playoff position, every contribution matters. This team isn't built around one player. It's built around pressure, depth, and the ability to keep attacking. But don't let the final score fool you. Paige Bueckers wasn't simply watching this game happen. She was fighting back. 29 points, big shots, constant pressure, and every time Indiana started pulling away, Dallas looked to Bueckers for an answer. That made the matchup even more fascinating. Clark and Bueckers finished with the exact same scoring total, 29 points each, but the difference was what happened around them. Indiana found another gear. This is where the game really changed. Indiana dominated the closing stretch. The Fever kept attacking. Dallas couldn't consistently slow them down, and what had been a competitive battle suddenly became an Indiana statement. The Wings had led at halftime, but by the final buzzer, the Fever had turned that deficit into an 11-point victory. That is what makes this win important. Indiana didn't simply survive a tough matchup. They adjusted, they responded, and they finished. Now, you've probably seen headlines claiming that Caitlin Clark and Sophie Cunningham destroyed 11 WNBA records in this matchup. But here's where we need to separate viral headlines from verified statistics. The confirmed story is already impressive. Clark finished with 29 points and 10 assists. Bueckers answered with 29 points. Indiana won 98-87, and the Fever continued their push at a crucial point in the season. Those are the numbers we can stand behind, because in women's basketball, the history is being written every night, but the numbers have to be right. So why does this game matter? Because Indiana is heading into the most important part of the season. Every win matters. Every possession matters, and every performance from Clark matters even more when the Fever are trying to make a serious playoff run. Dallas, meanwhile, showed why they're dangerous. Even while dealing with injuries, the Wings pushed Indiana for 3 quarters, and Bueckers showed once again why she belongs in these conversations. But Indiana had the final answer, and Caitlin Clark delivered when it mattered most. Clark versus Bueckers isn't just another WNBA matchup. It's becoming one of the league's most fascinating young rivalries. One player is known for deep shooting and spectacular passing. The other brings scoring, control, and elite shot-making. And now they're doing it on the biggest stage. Tonight, Clark got the win, but Bueckers made sure everyone knew this rivalry is far from over. Caitlin Clark, Paige Bueckers, Sophie Cunningham, and a Fever team that just sent another warning across the WNBA. Indiana wins it 98-87, and if this is what the Fever look like heading into the playoffs, the rest of the league better be watching.